Hello, everyone. Oh, gosh. What's up? It is time for my weekly live stream. Shout out to all my peeps watching me on YouTube who we're talking about Dancing with the Stars. But before we get into all that, so today I had pole dancing class, and this might be a little bit TMI. Well, part of it will be TMI. So I took pole dancing class, and actually I did 2 hours of classes today, and let me tell you something. I kicked ass. I mean, like, it was weird because I felt like I had hit a plateau and I wasn't getting any better. And then tonight I was nailing every trick and I was doing so much better than I normally do. I was like, oh shit, I'm all right. I better get it. So that was kind of cool. The bad thing, oh, you know what? Also, there was, I could, if he watches this, I'll die. But there was a really cute guy in, the second class. I mean, he's really cute. And what was interesting was that, like, I think there are never, I mean, I know the guys that are there. Like, there's really just three guys that go to class every day. It's me, this guy Kevin, and this guy Johnny, and that's it, right? So this guy was, like, cute. Like, I was like, who are you? You know, he did a beginner class when I was doing the first class, but then he came up for the second one, and I was like, okay. Yeah, he's a beginner, but he's really cute, and he's got it, so he can get it anytime. All right, so then, anyways, but here's the sucky thing, is that I had gas. I don't know what it was that I ate that disagreed with me, because I had a meatball sandwich for lunch, so maybe that was it. I also had these potato chips, homemade potato chips, but they were doused in garlic. Now, listen, I didn't think I was going to kiss anybody, so, you know, and I didn't kiss anybody, FYI. But I'm like, you know, I don't care. I love garlic. I fucking love garlic. In fact, it reminded me, when I lived in Japan, there was a restaurant called Taya Papa, and it was this weird hole-in-the-wall place, very, very dark. They just had like one TV screen that would show like surfing videos, and they had a DJ, and they would serve you spaghetti, but the spaghetti was loaded with garlic and cheese. Oh my God, it was so good though. It's not there anymore, but I really loved Taya Papa's. It was really good. I wish they would teach me how to, at least give me the recipe. You know what? I'm gonna look for that. I'm gonna look for that recipe, because I mean, that spaghetti was so good. It was so good. Okay, anyways. So I had gas. I don't know why I had gas. And here's the thing about gas. This is the part that's TMI. Here's the thing. When you have gas and you need to flatulate, it either smells or it doesn't. And I have found that when your bowels are full, it smells. When they're empty, it doesn't. Right? Well, my bowels were empty because I had taken a big dump before I went to class. So I was good there. But I was more concerned with them being noisy. You know what I mean? Because, like, you can't really tell if they're going to be noisy or not. So I would always, like, wait till there's a part of the music that's really big and then let one rip. Or I would be, like, you know, kind of standing back away, and I would just let it go. But, you know, luckily it didn't smell. Oh my God, I would have been horrified if it had smelled. I would have been absolutely terrified. Just, but it didn't. That was fine. Especially because there was that cute guy in class too. Like, I was like, oh my God, please do not yeah, he was really cute. Okay, anyways. So that was what I did today, and it was really good. Danny Mitchell is the teacher. She's fierce. Pole Dance Danny on Instagram. Check her out. It's Pole Dance Danny, D-A-N-I. So I promised I'd give her a little shout out so that she can, she actually sold out her second class tonight. So yeah, so check Danny's out. She's a really good teacher. Okay. So before we talk about Dancing with the Stars, I found out some news about Dancing with the Stars that is good news for those of us in America. And the good news is that Dancing with the Stars, which had been previously canceled in Australia, is coming back this year. So that's exciting. That's super exciting, right? Now here's why this is why this means this is good for us in America. Because here's the thing with Strictly Come Dancing / Dancing with the Stars. So Dancing with the Stars started in England as Strictly Come Dancing. Then they went to Australia as Dancing with the Stars. So I actually knew about the show before it started airing in America as Dancing with the Stars, because I have friends in Australia, shout out to you, Kate, who would send me videos of people on Dancing with the Stars. So I was like, okay, yeah, so that looks really cool. And then it aired here and I was like, oh my God, go Kelly Monaco. Okay, so, sorry, got a little bit of water in my ear. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. Okay, so the good thing about America is that I was worried because it was canceled in Australia, and I'm thinking, oh shit, because ballroom is like huge in Australia. If you'll notice, there's a lot of the pros are Australian, like Kim Herjavec, Diane Buswell, Sasha Farber, what's the other one? Henry Bialykov. Like, all those Australians are all on the show, right? So it's really like, I was very surprised that got canceled out there. And then with the whole Michigas that happened this year with Bobby Bones winning, and Sharna, she's another Australian too, Sharna. With Sharna, you know, like I said, she should have won with James Hinchcliffe, to be honest with you, but you know, I'm glad she won, but you know, that it caused a lot of controversy. It's the reason why it's not coming back this spring. So, you know, but the good news is that it's back in Australia. So that gives us hope that things will be better. So the show, it starts on February 18th. So after that, then I'll be doing, although I don't know. I mean, I know I can watch it live like I do Irish and British television, because I know Australia is one of the countries. You know what's funny though is that Japan is not one of those countries. Can you believe that? Japan is not one of those countries that I can watch live television for free on the internet. So that's upsetting. Womp womp. But Australia is, but I don't know the time difference. You know what? I'm gonna find out what the time difference is, and if I'm at work, or you know, I hope it's not some god awful thing, because I would really like to see it, and here's why. So earlier this week, Bob the drag queen was saying, I really want to be on Dancing with the Stars. And I retweeted his tweet, you know, because he was talking about how the people on Drag Race are actual stars, you know, so they need to be treated as such. So he wants to be on Dancing with the Stars. Okay, that was great. It was cute. But there's another drag queen named Courtney Act. Now, Courtney Act is fucking huge, right? So she started on Australia as Shane Jenek on Australian Idol, right? I don't think she won, but she came up like top 2 or top 3. Like, she made it really far on Australian Idol. She comes out here and starts doing drag in Los Angeles. And then she did a bunch of movies with Novocaine and what's the other? Oh, and Pandora Box. And then they had Brandon Brown, Colby Melvin, whatever. And there was another guy. I don't remember, but there was 3 blonde guys and 3 blonde girls, and it was all about the blondes or whatever, right? And that was cute. And then she went on Drag Race, and she came in 2nd place on Drag Race. She lost to Bianca Del Rio. That was kind of before I really started watching Drag Race, but she won Drag Race. Then this is the kicker. Then she goes to England, and she does Celebrity Big Brother, and the whole fucking country falls in love with her, which they should. She's fierce. So I give her props. So she won. Yeah, she won Celebrity Big Brother in England, which is fucking incredible. You know what else is great is that, you know, this is you need to YouTube this, because this is great. A couple years ago, they had Celebrity Big Brother in the UK, because this is just now season 2 of Celebrity Big Brother in the United States, but Celebrity Big Brother aired in the UK, and Kavanagh, who I am so in love with, he's a Manchester gay boy. He's so cute. I love him. Even now, I would hop on him, but he's married, so wah wah. He was on. Perez Hilton was on. And Michelle Visage was on. Let me tell you how much I love me some Michelle Visage. So I've been listening to various podcasts right now on my way to work. Like anytime I'm in the car, I always listen to podcasts. And actually, I find it's great because I'm not tempted to look at my phone for any reason. I'm always just listening to the podcast, and that will keep me safe. You know what I mean? But Michelle and RuPaul really have a great podcast called What's the Tea? The three podcasts I listen to the most are Delisted. Delisted, the podcast, is fucking incredible. And Michael Kuroiwa. He's great. Michael K. He's hysterical. And I love Soap Opera Digest podcast, where I can listen to my soap stars and find out tidbits of information about them. And I have to say that the two ladies that run the Soap Opera Digest podcast, they, Stephanie Sloan and Mara Levinsky, they know their shit. Now, they do like, they're a little bit more traditional soap fans. Like they were talking about how they don't really understand the appeal of Passions. And I was like, I love me some Passions. I fucking love, that was my jam. That was my shit. I love me some Passions. So that might be a generational thing, but I do love the shows that they talk about, and they're fucking great. I love them. So I kind of hope, I've got some soap events coming up this year. I've got a lot of soap events coming up. Actually, I've got an event with Nancy Lee Grahn here in Las Vegas. I've got they're doing a General Hospital event in Tempe, Arizona in March. In April, I'm going to a dinner with William DeVry. And then in June, I have both the General Hospital Convention and the Young and the Restless, Bold and Beautiful fan club, which is weekend, which I'm really excited about. I am so, because they don't only do that once every 2 years. So I'm really, oh, and FYI, let's talk about Bold and Beautiful real quick. Catherine Kelly Lang, who plays Brooke, she's on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in Australia. Can you believe that? That show only aired one season here in the United States. People are not having it. I just think they just pick bad celebrities. But did Chris Judd win? I think he might have won. He deserved to win. He was great. But yeah, so anyways, I love that she's famous enough in Australia that they had her on the show. It's fucking great. I love it. I love it. She's also hosting some tour during the week of the fan club lunch, so I'm going to go on that too, so that's exciting. And then in July is the General Hospital fan club weekend. So I think that's it. I think June, July. Yeah, I think after July is when things kind of calm down until November when I go run the Wine and Dine half marathon in Florida. And also, I'm doing 2 races. I'm doing a half marathon in Florida this February for the Princess half marathon. And then I'm doing the Star Wars 10K and half marathon in April as well. So like I said, these next few months are really busy. And then don't even get me started on work. Whew. But, okay, so Courtney Act, I know I took forever to get there, but I'm there now. Courtney Act, she is on the new season of Dancing with the Stars Australia, and she has a male partner. Now, people have been floating this idea of same-sex partners, and we've had gay guys on the show before in America, like Jonathan Bennett, Lance Bass, and they have not had male partners. They've all had female partners, right? And that's fine. I don't see anything wrong with that, right? But some people are really pushing the issue. And so I feel like, in a way, because Courtney's in full drag, but she's still a boy, right? And she's dancing with this guy that looks just like Artem. I don't think it's Artem. I would love it if it was, but I don't think it's Artem. But she's dancing with some guy, and I hope they win, to be honest with you, because I think that's fucking fierce. If she can fucking win Dancing with the Stars, I will love her. So I'm excited to watch that. So after February 18th, and until the Irish show is over, I'll be doing Dancing with the Stars recaps for both Ireland and Australia. So that's kind of exciting. All right, so let's talk about Ireland. Oh, here's the fucking sucky thing about Ireland, though. the website that I watch the show on crashed towards the end. It was actually, it was just on The Last Dance. I can see it was just on The Last Dance. So I missed The Last Dance, and I apparently it was phenomenal. But so that kind of pissed me off. But and then after the rest of the show, like I missed the elimination and all that. Luckily I got to catch up online. But I'm like, I was really pissed off at the time. I was like fucking furious. I was so mad. Okay. Anyways, so here are the people that danced this past week. So there was Cleona and Robert. Cleona Hagen. I think that's her name. Cleona Hagen. She's a Irish country singer. They did a jive to Perfect Day by Hoku from the FYI, this was movie week this week. So everyone had a different song from a different movie, which is great. That's great. So Cleona and Robert did a jive to Perfect Day by Hoku from the Legally Blonde movie. And although she looked very much like Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde, and she did everything that was asked of her, the problem with this particular routine is that it wasn't enough jive. You know what I mean? It just wasn't enough content. So that's one thing I felt like, oh God, Robert, you need to give her more jive content. She can do it. She's fucking fierce. Don't get me started. I said she's going to make top 4. So she was great. So then there was Holly and Trent, and they did a foxtrot to Beauty and the Beast by Emma Thompson from the movie Beauty and the Beast. First of all, I think they should have done the Angela Lansbury version, but that's just me. Second of all, Trent is the guy that replaced Curtis Pritchard on the show. So the problem I have with Holly and Trent, yes, it was beautiful. Yes, it was really, I don't want to say slow. I mean, it was slow, but I mean, it was elegant. But at the same time, there was no connection between Holly and Trent. And there has not been yet. So that was a little, it was upsetting because honestly, there's no way to know if she had more chemistry with Curtis, if she would have done better with Curtis. I don't know. So it just wasn't that great. So then there was Dennis and Valeria, and they did a tango to Danger Zone by Kenny Loggins. And this is the issue that I am from Top Gun. And here's the issue that I have with Dennis. He is he's a what does he do? He either does rugby or football. What does he do? Hold on. No, yeah, Dennis does footballer. Okay, yeah. So he's a soccer player, right? This is what I hate about Dennis. No facial expression at all. None, zero, zip, zilch. So here's the thing about facials. I would much rather have someone give me way too much and be mugging for the camera, because it's a lot easier to dial someone down than it is to pull a performance out of someone. And I don't know why. The judges loved him though. They fucking loved him. So let's talk about the scoring. So Cleona and Robert got a 21, which is a 6, 7, and an 8. Holly and Trent got 16, which is 5, 5, and 6. And then Dennis and Valeria, they got 14, which is not that good. In fact, it was second place for the whole night. But, I mean, he wasn't in any danger, So I really hope that his steps are okay. They're not that great. She's not choreographing that difficult for him. So he's got the moves, but I need to see some facial expression. Like I need some facials. Like, come on, Dennis. Okay. So then there was Demi and Kai. They did a salsa to One Night Only by Beyonce, Annika Noni Rose, and Sharon Leal from Dreamgirls. it was okay. I know she said she was channeling her inner Beyonce. I really hope that's not true because Beyonce would probably be offended by that. But again, she was safe this week too. So I mean, at least the people like her, which is good. And this is the thing too, is that a lot of people, I don't know if Strictly Come Dancing from the UK airs in Ireland or not, or if they have the ability to watch it. But a lot of people are kind of irritated that, the judges have no say in who stays and who goes home. They can only give their scores, just like it is here in America. Now, the only difference, though, is that in Ireland, they're voting for that day. But it's a real small island. I mean, it's smaller than California, so they can get all their votes tallied real quick. So, anyways. So then and she got a 20. So she got a 6, 6, and an 8. I don't know what Julian was smoking to give them an 8, to be honest with you. Like, okay. So then there was Fred and Julia. And Fred Kook, I fucking love Fred Kook. I really do. Like, I hope that he makes it, I hope he's in the top 4. I really do. He's so, I don't think he will be, but at least maybe come in 5th, maybe. Because I know Mairead will probably be in it. Okay, so, but he is great, though. I love me some Fred Kook. He is a kook. I love him. He's fantastic. He did an American Smooth to the Pink Panther theme, and Julia was dressed like, she was supposed to be the Pink Panther, but she didn't look like a panther. She looked more like a rabbit or a guinea pig or something. Like, she didn't look like I don't think she didn't really look, but he looked like Inspector Clouseau, so he looked great. And they did great. They did a really good, I mean, it was perfect. Like, I thought it was really good. But they got the lowest score of the night. They got 13. They got 4, 4, and 5. So it makes me wonder, because when he did his Serious Dance last week, the first week he came off and tried to be funny, and that's when he got ripped to shreds. The second week he came out and he did a lot better. Like, he got like the top of the leaderboard that one week, and then this week he's down at the bottom. So I feel like, I know he's a comedian, but I feel like Julia needs to give him some stuff where he's not using his comedy as a crutch. You know what I mean? Like, he needs to do all the different, like it will be really interesting if they do a paso doble. It'll be or even a tango. Like, it'll be very interesting to see that passion or that anger, in the dance, and see that reflected in Fred. I know he can do it. I know you got this, Fred. I got your back, boo. I got you. So yeah, so that we'll see how that goes. And then there was Johnny and Emily, and they did a Viennese waltz to Kiss from a Rose from the movie Batman Forever. First of all, I love that song. That's a great song. Second of all, it's a great song for a waltz because it's in 3/4 time. And that, a lot of people don't know this, but to do a waltz, it should be in 3/4 time. Now sometimes, but there's not that many songs in 3/4 time, and most songs are in 4/4 time. So it's I know I'm getting real nerdy and musical about this, but I'm explaining what I mean. So some songs are 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, or as opposed to 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, the 3/4 time. Some songs are like Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, Breakaway by Kelly Clarkson, Kiss from a Rose by Seal. There's not that many, but they're good. The ones they're really good. So I am not familiar with the movie Batman Forever. Sorry. I know that George Clooney and Chris O'Donnell and Alicia Silverstone, like, they were all in it. I don't know who the chick was, because you know how, like, there was Vicky Vale in the first one, and Dr. Chase something or other in the second one. Like, I don't know who the chick was. So I don't know who this chick was supposed to be, but he played Batman. And this was kind of weird. I really, it was, on the one hand, it was a little creepy, but on the other hand, it was like really cute and endearing. So, you know, Johnny plays like all these bad boys on TV. So the fact that he is like killing the game as this song and dance man on the show is just incredible. And so he is, because he's typecast a lot, which is hilarious because he's not like that at all, but he's typecast. So he took his dance partner to his parents' house, and his bedroom is the Bat Cave, and it's got fucking Batman everything: Batman sheets, Batman posters, Batman action figures. I mean, like, it is like, and I was like, do you really want to show this on television? Like, I don't know if he still lives there or not. I don't think so. But like the fact that it's kept as like a little mini bat shrine. I mean, whatever. Like, I guess I would have like no, I wouldn't. I would not. I would not. I wouldn't have like, I wouldn't do it. Maybe, man, I don't know. Because I know what it's like to be that big of a fan, to have shit like that all over the place. I just don't know if I could do it. I guess Disney, like I could have, because I'm actually going to be redoing my apartment over in like a tiki theme. So, but it's like the Disney Enchanted Tiki Room. So that would be cool. Okay, so they did their Viennese waltz, and it was great. And the good thing about this, now once again, Johnny comes this close to being the top of the leaderboard. He was 25. So he got an 8 and an 8 and a 9. So that's what happens when you give him more content. Because last week their big complaint was that he did great, but there wasn't that much content. Kind of the same issue that I had with Cleona and Robert this week, right? So he's obviously, I'm telling you, top 4 for sure. He's going to be there. Okay, so then there was Darren and Karen. And they did a Charleston to I Wanna Be Like You by the Overtones from the new version of the Jungle Book. Again, I would have done the old version of the Jungle Book. I love that song. And a Charleston is not a bad, that's not a bad idea to do a Charleston to that song. That's actually a pretty good idea. I just felt like the execution was not that great. It wasn't as bad as last week. Last week, their little surfboard moment was a little too much. They weren't together. It was a big fucking mess. This wasn't a mess, but it wasn't as gelled and cohesive as it should have been. And they only got 18. They got 3 6s. 666. Ooh, because he's the devil. No, I'm just kidding. Those abs are the devil. Yum. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, anyways. So then there was Mairead and John. Now, Mairead actually came in 3rd on the leaderboard. She did a tango to Oh Pretty Woman by Roy Orbison and from the movie Pretty Woman. Here's the thing about that. I just don't think that's a good song to do a tango to be honest with you. Or at least that version of it. I would have done something. I mean, it is a little bit difficult in the respect that in America, or even in England, when they have someone, like if they want to do a different arrangement of a song, they can because they've got a live band, right? But they don't have a live band in Ireland, so they can't do that. So that's kind of unfortunate. But they fucking love Mairead. They love them some Mairead. So that's what makes me think Mairead will be in the top 4. I'm not as sold on her yet, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm really not. Okay. So then there's Peter and Ksenia. And so Peter is the rugby player. And he's the little buff rugby player with a hot little body. And he did a paso doble to Un Poco Loco from the movie Coco. And it was adorable. Like, it was on point. They did so good, but they only got a 20, which I think they were totally underscored because I thought they did so good. Like, I thought he did way better than Dennis. Now, don't get me wrong, Dennis did only get 14, but I just felt like it was so good. Like, I don't understand why, they were scored so low, but again, that's just me. Just my opinion. It's only my opinion! Only if you watch The Real Housewives of Orange County would you get that. But okay, so then there's Clelia and Vitali. They did a salsa to Night Fever by the Bee Gees from Saturday Night Fever. This is what pissed me off because I missed this whole dance. And I fucking love me some 70s. I love me some disco. Love me some Bee Gees. And I love me some Clelia. So I was a little bit pissed off that I missed that number because allegedly it was incredible. Because Miss Clelia, snap, was top of the leaderboard. Go, girl. You go. You get it. You better fucking work. So they got 26. They got an 8 and 2 9s, which is that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I mean, like, that's damn close to perfect. So I give you major props. So now, the rest of what happened that night is a little bit of a blur because I can only tell you what I know, but I know that they had some sort of Mary Poppins themed kids dancing or whatever, the pros number. I missed all of that. And then after that, they announced who was safe. And pretty much everyone was safe except for Cleona and Robert, and then Fred and Julia, and Holly and Trent. So they had those three. Now, what's different about Ireland is that they don't tell you so-and-so you're safe, and then they have it between two people. No, they have it between three, and then they tell you who goes home. So, first of all, Cleona and Robert being in the bottom three is fucking ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is just the... But she ended up being safe. And so was Fred Kook. Thank God I love him. Because unfortunately we had to say goodbye to Miss Holly and Trent. Now, like I said, I didn't see this. But reading Twitter and Facebook while it was going on, it was pretty interesting because people were like saying that she was kind of being a stuck-up bitch. I didn't see it. I don't know. But they were saying that she was a total stuck-up bitch when they announced it. Like, she didn't think that it could be her. Listen, I like I said, I don't know. I'm only reporting what people are saying on Twitter and Facebook. But I find it I just find it funny. So next week is going to be their most memorable year. Now, they didn't do this on Strictly in England, but that's the most memorable year is a huge tradition in America, and it's probably my least favorite episode because I'm going to be real honest with you. So they got this least favorite year. They picked some song that has nothing to do with that year, and it just is them a chance to tell their story. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. Like it's like if I said my most favorite year is going to be. First of all, they're all like within like the past 5 years. So, which is so stupid also. Like, you know, I'd be like, my most memorable year will be 1974, the year I was born. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but I would be like, but they're on America, they're mostly like, oh, my most favorite year is, 2017. I'm like, oh, Jesus. Okay. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I hope that it's a little bit better. Here's the thing: they did an '80s song. I remember the last Dancing with the Stars. They did an '80s song, and they didn't do an '80s dance. Oh no, this was actually Dancing with the Stars Juniors. They also did a favorite year, which with the kids, it's like. Really, they don't have that many years to choose from, really. They're all going to be within the past 10 years, right? So, they did an 80s song, To Call Me Maybe, that didn't even come out in the year that she was talking about. So, none of it made sense at all. But, yeah, anyways, thank you so much for logging on today. I do appreciate it. And listen, thank you so much for sticking in there when I was going off on my day, and that cute guy in class, and it was pretty impressive that you stuck through me with that. So I do want to say, I mean, you're not sticking with me live. I don't have anyone watching me right now. But it's good. It's fine. I love the live stream, to be honest with you, because you never know what you're going to get. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know when you're going to bite into something squishy. Okay, thank you for logging on today. Have a wonderful day. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Angel Benton. And you can subscribe, give this video a thumbs up as you're watching the replay, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you hit the little bell that says notification, it'll tell you next time I go live. So it'll say, Angel Benton is live now. So then you can actually tune in and interact with me. Because if you've seen in any of the past episodes, I always talk to the people that talk to me during the show. So please come chat. Let's discuss.